the latest video from H3H3 Productions, I think that's all you said. I'm suing 3 content creators. I wonder what happened. What did they do wrong?
Hi there, my name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers.
Burning a dollar bill.
Today I invite you into my home to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney.
Attorney's gonna make a bunch of money. I wonder. I just see Asmongold and a few big creators on that. Looks like picture he has on his clickbait. I wonder, did they get sued? I think it was H2C.
Let me tell you guys a story.
I did not say his name right.
About a year and a half ago, it's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community about what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak.
That is garbage. You're supposed to pause the video, talk, and if a family member comes in, you have to stop and just talk to them for a little bit and not playing the video while they're in here, basically, because they're not part of the conversation, and then start the video back up.
Egregiously, they would
And Hassan is one of the worst. Actually, is.
re-upload the entire VOD.
And I personally did that too at one point, where I kind of used people's clickbait in that, but I was copying them a little bit.
To YouTube with the
Nowadays, we're changing from that to other, and I'm a tiny content creator, so yeah.
same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original video. Here's what Lamino had to say about
That's the reason why you don't see React 2.
this phenomenon.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
And let's say I ask that even Keith Klein, who I'm watching right now, can I react to your video? I'll be not even answered back because he gets flooded by messages. I'm I'm like a little ant screaming at a wall. Or talking to a wall and no one's gonna hear me. But also go to the description of this video. You go to the original video. The first one is the one close to it. Just to let you guys know, I did have one time when some people thought and they purposely lied when I said right off the bat, go to the description, because I upload the description, or the video is fully done before I upload.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these
Or turn to the public
content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't.
Yeah, and very rarely does anyone go there. And at that time, they were not even putting their into the description, so the original content creator wasn't even getting views.
Like injustice, and we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because
Well, that's fair.
My cat has more brains. He chases mice and eats them. He does not. He actually started. XQC started out as a gamer, and I didn't even know about this part.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your
Do
prime.
that.
Then watch
Bro,
your prime
do
content.
it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how.
He won't be able to do that at this point. He used to be a hardcore gamer. Now he's just a hardcore watching TV nutcase.
How many fucking views you get? Oh, okay, sure.
A kid can do that.
I mean, that's content, man. It's original content,
Even I can.
at least. The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first?
A child does that.
I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever. Disappear.
That's completely garbage. I mean, you're supposed to pause and then do your stuff and then come back. Hi, kitty.
Appears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
And in Hassan, the terrorist, the one who likes baby killers. I love one video where I saw a whole bunch of terrorists around a circle and a 500-pound bomb landed between their legs. 1 second they're there, next second there is nothing. I don't deem to kill terrorists, but then killing them equals civilians survive. And means kids and babies do not die. That was saving hundreds of civilians from death and other things happening to women. Beautiful.
RDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana. Then this.
And he's getting up and not. I would already have paused it by that point.
This operation will result in killing of hostages in captivity. Will result in the death of those who
And he tries to say freedom of speech. He should go move back to his old original country where his father is. They have no freedom of speech. As far as I know. And Asmongold, he puts America first. Oh, the guns Hassan had in the background are from Helsing.
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long form,
I mean, either Helsing, the guns are from that. I just recognized them.
irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that
And no, I did not hear Hassan say what them guns were. I recognized them from Helsing. I watched the show too many times.
I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form
Are these the ones he say?
an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views.
Snark or Rat Department.
And their intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit
They should be taken down. That subreddit should be deleted.
copyright infringement. I should thank the snarkers, actually. Because of their
Yeah, they ratted out the people.
predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up
You think the original content creator won't be in there?
on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe.
You should go to my description, go to his video, like his video, and give him a sub.
Throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried.
It's like you're ratting on yourself 6 Wisdom Tuesday and expecting him not to watch the video, not realizing you're being baited.
Denim's the queen of self-owning. You prevail
My kitty has more brains than she does. He chases rats and eats them.
again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is
Basically, let's say you make almost 100% of the YouTubers out there do not do that because it costs money. And you don't know if that video is going to make you anything. And it'll cost more than that video is worth. So you have to know 100% you're going to be able to make your money back.
is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now. I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating? Even though theoretically,
Are they sweating everything?
I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed...
I wonder how much money she has in her bank book. She's going to need us to donate just to keep herself going. Don't.
not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony
That TV show could sue him.
or Disney comes along, sues
Oh, God. Disney has an army of lawyers. And you know, Nintendo, they spend 1/3 of their budget just on lawyer fees.
everybody and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now, before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth
And actually, there's creators who have very, very low bar.
earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity,
I mean, so low that they throw copyright claims out for no apparent reason.
their political beliefs. All 3 are on this list. In fact, they're the only 3, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron, the queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very
Holy God.
musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
She's purposely. No, you're not. You don't have permission.
apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denim's the queen of self-owning.
She's asking her people what happened.
And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni.
They stated, and terrorists does it all the time. Even in war, it's been known the Germans did it. The women. I mean, literally, terrorists don't have a moral compass. They already threw it away. If Hassan went to these terrorists, he would do it too. Actually, he probably did it to a young lady. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I don't want to be sued.
Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
But Hassan being a terrorist sympathizer is true.
Are you a soldier?
He literally said it.
Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling.
Is a child soldier a soldier? Yes. He carried a gun and it probably died weeks later. Would have raped women too.
Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints. And let's start with my favorite of the three, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical cked.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily.
Oh, if you wonder, I haven't even watched this whole content nuke. I knew it was coming out, but I personally had no clue it was coming out. Like, basically, I heard about it, and I was busy watching terrorists getting vaporized and other stuff, and playing Warframe. So, I didn't have time.
Supporting Ethan Klein. So, we're gonna watch it.
Well, that...
The terrorists being sent to the afterlife to meet their god.
That's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's cked. She smoked more than she spoke. cked smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was...
That's funny. Don't smoke.
There's no way that that could be true.
How much oxygen in that room?
True. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent
more time smoking than commentary.
And 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, cked is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, cked smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions.
She was in the sky. She went so high, she was in another world.
At one point, cked is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the..."
She barely knows where she was.
The plot. To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this bit that he's doing.
She's gonna have to quit smoking because she don't have money anymore.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
We won't be seeing her online anymore.
PM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell is...
She's probably gonna disappear.
Love anime, right?
She's blowing smoke in a plastic bag.
read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
No, that's a vaporizer. It vaporized into it so she could get more. She's literally filling it back up and doing it again.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? I know there's so this isn't a music video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is,
And when you're coughing too much, you can't hear anything.
this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein.
Support Ethan Klein. Click the link below.
Without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content. Whoa, what was that? Oh, sorry.
I think that's Windows 98 or something.
That was a flying star. It almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by
Frogan, the lady who is fat.
Exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that
She has a custom glow stick in the back.
transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new Nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even
I wonder what she's gonna do after this.
her own fans begin to call her out.
Don't have anything to say?
Since all her food money has been used up now.
Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking
hour and 43 minutes. She hasn't even got through it.
Idiot. He's mentally ill and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube. They're gonna make at least one good point. What do you want me?
I would get bored very quick. I would got into 20 minutes. I would already be bored. Deleted the footage and walked away and get back to Warframe and started killing.
You make a point on.
Oh,
and make a video of that instead.
I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
And they were fucking talking about
well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like you get up and you go to the bathroom. You just pause it.
Yeah, I pause it. I'll get up, use the bathroom, watch the TV show afterwards, come back, cut out all that stuff, and play it again. You won't even have a clue if I cut it ever. And there has been cuts in here.
They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the Nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people.
But no, I haven't got up yet.
For the HP Snark Reddit, Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan unbothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal.
What a jackass. I will actually watch the original video sometimes, actually, and subscribe to them.
steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is
Me too.
Denims.
It's called a whip on the rear end. No, it's called slap on the rear end.
And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm going to stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm going to stream it. That is very explicit.
And if you wonder how much H3 or this guy has, 5,058,100,000, and they're doing this to him, and they are little tiny creators which won't even see them numbers.
Denim said, quote, well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content. Your content? The Queen of Self-Owned.
Your content, you're basically stealing at this point. I'm actually putting effort in, a little bit of effort. And if he did like copyright claim me, it's his money at the end.
Included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being
called demonetized.
Being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Okay.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, you should do this.
I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give.
There has been times where I've eaten while watching. If you get like an hour video, you're going to bound to eat sooner or later. But the fact that she'll literally go up and leave it playing the whole entire time is rude.
More views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
I twisted my knee like this morning.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow.
I recommend going to the description again and clicking on H3. It'll be in the first comment on the description.
Subscribe, throw a prime.
And she's gonna be probably eating ramen after all of this.
If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time,
and she's gonna lose everything
here, because I'm gonna be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercialize it by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful.
And the funny thing is, when I get big, I'm gonna donate money to the animal shelter. That's where I got my cat, and I'm gonna donate money to the food shelf. That's where I actually get my food right now, some bit. But I'll donate to primary them too, because I know for a fact money will go places, and then I'll talk to them about other places I could donate, which is similar to the animal shelter in my town, and other ones to give kitties more food and more shelter, and maybe even try to get them rid of more kitties and poochies. Even though I don't like dogs, I want to give them better homes. And yes, our animal shelter tries to do the best with it, what they have. And Mouser has been my love of my little life. He loves women. He picked me out.
Successful stream. She had 43,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast? The Queen of Self-Owned never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like, I think filler content, like, you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And
She's ripping from a content creator.
Most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like out what?
You get nothing.
I'm taking maybe 50
but she wants everything.
Views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming. And it doesn't
Hell's Kitchen was popular before YouTube came out. Hell's Kitchen is a lot of people know about Hell's Kitchen. I mean, the guy has restaurants. Hell's Kitchen was just something he did for fun. He had restaurants which literally make money. That's where the Hell's Kitchen guy made his money, off the restaurants. And he is a good dang chef. I personally took my Meals on Wheels with some little bit of seasonings you can buy at Walmart on the cheap aisle and made it taste way better. And cooked like I'll get fried chicken and I'll get like chicken, chop it up into the stove. It's already been cooked, of course. I get from Meals on Wheels. Cook it on the stove, and then add the rest of it. Maybe add a little bit of cheese and some little bit of seasoning, and it tastes awesome. Even though the stuff they send to me or deliver is good as is. I don't drink the milk because I don't like milk. But I'm gonna make cheese out of all the milk they give me. I'm gonna freeze it all.
Necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the
That's copyright right there. That's already Death Note is an anime show where the guy writes a paper saying if he writes your name, you die. He can choose how you die. And the main character dies at the end.
Actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people.
Because the person who was contracted with signed his name and killed him.
People go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a cure.
They're actually, most people go to Twitch actually to watch other people. If you're not a big YouTuber, they're not coming to watch you.
Curator. So they don't actually want.
And they're watching her because she's a woman. And she looks sexy to them. They probably want her pants.
To go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos. And they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm sure
the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's.
You can tell she doesn't have very much money because she's having to do this in her bedroom and all that's in there, so she probably has very low. I actually have a decent sized bedroom. I just do it in the living room because then when I'm doing it at night, no one can hear me.
To stream, there is a very low.
There's no one above me. There's no one below me. There's no one on that side, or behind me, or in front, or over there. And that person can barely hear me as is because she's deaf to the doornail.
Likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the
only the department over and over can, but then she has dog hearing
view or the like, or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch,
but she doesn't count because she's not next door,
aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft, and you're a thief, and now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how
I think for everything she owns, included her rent,
brazen, and how safe they've gotten, that she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like
she will have a whole bunch of people donating for her legal defense, and it'll all be drained, and her cat is going to have to eat really cheap food. My cat gets fancy feasts because he doesn't want to eat Frixies.
I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open.
I mean, when I'm not doing this content, I'm going to be doing gaming content. My friend is going to be editing all my gaming content. I'm going to be editing this video slightly, whatever it needs. It'll be very little. There is a little bit of edits I have to do. You just won't notice it. And the gaming content, he's going to do it.
Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate...
And no, I did not ask him. He asked me, and I'm willing to pay him a little bit of money.
Geniuses.
Or actually items because he wants stuff.
Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And
they went above and beyond.
And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to them.
And even I am learning what I'm supposed to really do in React. But I'm only at 250 subscribers right now, last time I checked. I'm a tiny little creator. You gotta give me a little slack. I'm not like Asmon Gold. I'm not big content creators. I'm not over a 1,000 subscribers. I'm still learning, so give me a slack. And anyone who you guys yap and complain, remember you're yapping and complaining to the void, and that was your own fault because you think your content creator is better than everyone else. But remember, I'm a beginning content creator, even though I'm older than they are.
To the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to...
I still remember the old black floppy disk computers. My school had it, and we upgraded every so often. We had the black floppy disk computers, kilobit size. I remember them in 3rd grade. The 4th, and then all suddenly there was new computers put in, all of them.
State their intention to steal my property on video. You know, and to all the detractors.
I remember the Super Nintendo just came out.
Who are saying that
and then the PlayStation.
I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement. I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because
they're going to need a lot of money. He needs a lot.
Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody.
After his lawyer's done taking most of he's not gonna be able to pay his lawyers. He's gonna be lucky if he gets enough. They're gonna have so big of a debt that they're going to have to flee.
Everybody, it's been a great time. I'll see you around.